Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my talk show. I'm your host, That One Rebel. This is my talk show, Late Night Rebel, and we have a special guest here, AdzySlayer, who's going to be coming out very momentarily here. And I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Welcome, AdzySlayer. How you doing, my man?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. No idea how I'm supposed to sit on these chairs and that's not
Welcome, man.
Oh, thank you very much.
Would you like to take a seat?
Kind of.
Well, you can. There actually are chairs. You have to go up to the behind the audience, and there's a thing that says colliders and chairs. So you actually could turn on the chairs.
Let me do that real quick.
Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. There. Now you're actually sitting. Pog. Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
So how's your day been going, man? Like it's been a while since you and I have chatted.
Oh, it has, yeah. My day's been going pretty good actually. It's midnight. I had a long day of just playing games. Did a little stream earlier on. It's just been a pretty chill day, to be honest with you. Pretty chill Friday.
Yeah, it is Friday after all. Thank God it's Friday, right? So let's get started. So first things first, how'd you get into VR chat initially? Like the very first time? Which got you in?
The very first time, as generic as it may sound, was probably around the Ugandan Knuckles craze. It was a big meme. I thought it was funny. Decided to come check out the game because of it, and then I ended up bumping into a bunch of musicians, and then realized I could actually play my guitar and sing on here. And I was just like, "Oh, well, man.
Oh, nice.
Okay."
Okay. So explain to me like why is your name AdzySlayer? Like what's the story behind that?
Oh, the story behind AdzySlayer. Oh, that stems back to an old game I used to play. I still do play on occasion, called Maple Story. If you've ever heard of it or played it yourself.
Yeah, I've heard of Maple Story. Never played it, but I remember it being pretty popular back in the day, same around the time of like RuneScape and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I used to play RuneScape, and then I went to that one after the fact.
Okay.
But the whole AdzySlayer thing came along because I'm very uncreative when it comes to usernames. So, for instance, if I was playing a warrior, I would just be Adzy Warrior. If I was playing, an archer, it'd be Adzy Archer. There happened to be a class brought out called Demon Slayer, and I made one of those classes, and it became my main. And then ever since then, everyone sort of knew me as Demon Slayer, and it stuck. So now I'm stuck as AdzySlayer.
Okay, awesome, dude. I gotcha. Okay, so you started playing VR chat because of around the Ugandan Knuckles popularity and stuff like that. So how did you get into like playing music? Like, when you first started playing? Did you like initially start playing music, or were you just talking to people? How did that transition go from like talking to people to playing music?
It started out as just talking to people, and then I realized I could get my guitar working in the game, and I decided to start playing to people, because back then I didn't sing, but I could play guitar really well, because I've been playing guitar for years now. And basically I just sort of decided to carry on doing that for a while, met a bunch of people through it, and then I took a break for a couple of months. And then when I came back, there was all these talent shows that people had started. So there was like a talent show map, and there was people who was like going into open mic nights, which was one of the most popular maps at the time. And they was just inviting people to come to these talent shows and come perform in front of a crowd of people that were there just to watch them perform. And it was mind-blowing to me, because it was like a real concert inside a game.
Yeah, I remember back in the day when people would host like those talent shows / like VR Chat Got Talent and stuff like that. I remember that old VR talent show world. I think it's still being used, but it has like the little like blue and pink like blobs, whatever people avatars.
Yeah. We still use that.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, I remember that world. And it has like on the walls, it has like all like the winners like every week or whatever it was every month.
Yeah, I don't think it was ever winners. I think the whole idea of it was more along the lines of what's the word for it? It was just basically people who were really good because it was never a competition.
Appreciation.
It was just a show. Yeah.
I getcha. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember some of the people on there, like No Logic David and some dancers and some singers and stuff like that. So I recognized a bunch of the people there. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like some of my friends are like getting recognition for their hard work. I
Yeah,
never.
I think
Go on.
David actually started out at those shows.
Really?
If I remember correctly, it was he'd either just started streaming or he wasn't quite streaming yet when he started coming to those shows.
Oh.
I remember
Interesting.
David from way back in the day.
I remember. Well, I actually knew David when he had like 3 viewers, and I was still part of Team 5. So I remember, I think it was the Jack told me about him, DM'd me about this guy named No Logic David, and he was like, he posted a video saying like Team 5 dance or something like that, like on YouTube. It was like him actually dancing, his real body, like real life dancing.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I got in contact with him, and then I was just like, oh, you're cool. You can like dance and do flips and stuff. He's like, yeah, I'm a dance instructor. I'm like, that's cool. And then here he is today. The big boy. So,
yeah, he's definitely up there.
I just think it's interesting to look back in the past and see where people have come, and to see that people are still like the same good, genuine person that they are, like in the past and in the present. I think that's always really nice to see.
Yeah. Well, someone was so funny story actually. Fairtrap Fizzy.
Yep.
I didn't know this until the other day. They came into my stream and told me. Well, it was not the other day. It was a couple of weeks back now. But apparently, I was one of the first people they met in the VR chat because I was playing guitar and singing in a pub, just sat on one of the stages. It was back when public worlds were, accessible.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to come in and watch and listen to me sing and stuff. And I didn't really. He was just another face in the crowd, if that makes any sense. And that probably sounds a little bit bad, but he was just like one of the people who would just turn up. And I had no idea. He told me that he came into my stream and just subbed to me randomly. And I was just like, what the hell was Fairtrap subbing to me? And he told me this story about how he used to know me and he used to love listening to me sing. I was like, oh shit. That's crazy.
Damn.
And now look at him. Like he's gone from being a face in the crowd to being one of the biggest streamers on the platform.
Yeah, that's very true. Him and the Whisketeers going really strong in this community. I don't know. It's just very interesting that to see like people that I've met like 2 years ago. Like I actually knew Lawthorne like way back in the day, like 2.5 years ago, when he first started streaming, like before he even did YouTube. And I remember always saying to him, like, dude, you're gonna go far. Like I always said, like, why is this guy why is this guy like not bigger? Like, why doesn't he have any viewers? Why doesn't this guy have any attention? Like he's literally like really funny with all the avatars.
Featured on Hey I'm B videos, and that was about all I ever saw of him back then. And I used to I remember the first time I ever saw him. Ooh, he seemed to be.
Yeah, sorry, my dog.
But yeah, the first time.
No, I'm good. My dog's just barking. Hey, shh. Just going crazy.
I remember first time I ever saw Lolofon, I tried to find him on Twitch and YouTube and everything, and I just couldn't find him anywhere. And he was just. It surprised me because I was just like, this guy's content is hilarious. Like the stuff he was doing was great.
Yeah, that's why I told him like back in the day. I was like, how's this guy like have no viewership? Like, what's going on here? Like this guy literally makes avatars like every day. Like every day he would make a new meme avatar, whatever was relevant at the time, he would make it. And I was just like, dude, this guy puts so much time and effort into something, and he just doesn't get any recognition. Like, what the hell? And then he started a YouTube channel, and then that's what took off. So, sometimes I guess you got to try different things. If it doesn't work on Twitch, then try YouTube or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or whatever. Like you got to try different things. And sometimes some things stick. Like I have a friend who recently she made a TikTok, and her first post was like just like an MMD dance of like her avatar, like dancing for like 6 seconds. It got like in the first 24 hours, it got like 5,000 views and like 2,000. And she like just made her account. She got 2,000 followers.
It's crazy.
Yeah. She was like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Well, there you go. You found what works, you know."
Yeah, some platforms are like that. Some platforms you can just instantly appear overnight and just be huge.
Yeah, I think that's what happens a lot to a lot of people in the VR chat
Mm-hmm.
community is that on stream you can kind of see your growth happen. Sometimes it just happens randomly, like you just get rated for like 1,000 people, and you're just like, whoa, like. But like for YouTube, you could
Yep.
literally go to sleep, wake up the next day, and get like 1,000 comments on a video. You're just like, what the heck? Like, wow, why? What did I do? So
Yeah.
I always try and tell people advice if you want to start being a content creator, if you want to start YouTube or streaming, is to always try different things, try different platforms, because sometimes, like, I know some people that are really good at YouTube. Sorry, this mug's flipping me out, dude. Sometimes, sometimes trying out different things. Like, I know some people that are really good at being a YouTuber and they make like a lot of views and stuff like that. Dude, this cup hates me. Every time I try and like, it's the index. Anyway,
Yeah.
or sometimes, okay, sorry, let me get my point across here. So sometimes people are really good at YouTube, but they're not so good at streaming, and sometimes it's the opposite. I feel like for me, I'm much better as a live commentator, live doing streaming rather than doing YouTube. I used to be a YouTuber, and it just
Yeah.
was like, it's too much stress and like trying to figure things out, then get demonetized. I'm just like, oh my god. So
That's why I've been trying to get some YouTube stuff done. I've actually got a video that I'm editing. Well, I've got somebody editing for me because a friend of mine wanted to try it out. So I was like, okay, whatever, let's do it.
yeah,
I'm hoping to do something with YouTube, but it's a lot more effort. Like I like how simple it is with Twitch, where you set up your scenes and everything beforehand. That's all the hard work, and then every time you want to go live, all you have to do is just click go, and you're away.
yeah, exactly. Like how I do this talk show, I set everything up like 5-10 minutes prior, make sure the cameras are on, make sure my stream isn't gonna crash and die and have low bit rate. Anyway, and then I like set up my
Yeah.
camera, so I have all these cameras and stuff. Like, yeah, I have everything set up. I'm very organized and I just go. I feel like YouTube is just way more steps, but YouTube can be a lot more, I guess, rewarding because
Yeah.
your video, your channel grows over time. Like you can make one video and like 5 years later it'll still get more subs or more views off of it. Like when you're streaming, your channel only grows when you're live. Like if you stream for 2 hours,
Yeah.
then your channel only grows for those 2 hours. Yes, you can get followers and subs off stream, but like I've been streaming for 2.5 years and it's very, very, very rare unless you're like a big boy streamer or something. Like it
Who
just
was it?
doesn't happen.
I think it's Devin Nash. I was watching one of his videos, and he was talking about how Twitch just doesn't really have an algorithm like YouTube and other platforms do to help like newer content creators grow as well.
Yeah, I agree
Like,
on that, 100%. There on YouTube, there's an algorithm like recently TFM Johnny, he's been streaming probably as long as
yeah,
I have, and then he made
love
YouTube
that guy.
videos. Yeah, me too. And he started doing YouTube a while ago, and then nothing really happened. And then he decided to do this idea of having his VR chat avatar and then mixing it with Omegle, and then it's taken off, and he has like 200,000 subs and like got partnered and everything
Mm-hmm.
on Twitch.
Yeah,
So the reason why it's successful is because it's VR chat and he's mixing Omegle, and Omegle's always been popular on YouTube. There's so many Omegle like
yeah,
streamers or not streamers, sorry, YouTubers, and mixing the two it just worked out for him. So you know. Maybe for me doing a VR
yeah.
chat and a talk show, because I plan on uploading like highlights of my interviews to YouTube. I'm just not too sure what. I just have to just figure it out. I don't know, but that's what I'm planning on doing. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe I'll want to post my first video, get 1 million views, or get 2 views. You never know, man. It's just YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just how it is. Like I've known Johnny for a long time now, years, because he used to come do all the talent shows with us.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day, and he still does. He comes to VR Idol, which is something that I've been organising recently, and he's actually a judge there.
Oh nice.
Yeah, but no, he's such a nice guy. I actually the fun story when I started streaming, it was like 2017-ish, and I was streaming all the wrong stuff. I was streaming like battle royale games and stuff. I was terrible at with terrible quality. Just because I was like, you know what, I'm having fun doing this, and then I realised my PC can maybe stream it at 10 FPS, and that's not good. And I should have probably stopped at that point, but I wanted to keep trying. But yeah, I took a break for a year, and just before I took that break, I'd started doing VR chat. And TFM Johnny, Spark of Love, and Regular were just about to start their stream team called Muse.
Okay.
And I got told if I would have made a streaming schedule and stuck to it, and I would have carried on growing the way I was back then, back like a year ago before I started streaming again, that I would have probably had an open invite basically.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came back to streaming, one of my goals was to join that stream team, and now I'm a part of Muse, and I'm happy with that.
That's
so I'm
awesome.
actually on a stream team with TFM Johnny.
There you go. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. For me, I guess like to talk about like goals. Well, I've already said them like on other interviews, but like one of them is just to get partner. But I want to get partner so I can have the name just Rebel. Another goal is to get in the front page of Twitch, doing my talk show, doing this VR talk show. But some people have told me that that might not be possible because supposedly VRChat might be shadow banned from Twitch. So I don't know. I have to figure it out when I ever get a partner and like ask and be like, hey, can I stream VR chat? And I'll explain to them, like, I'm just going to be sitting here in my talk show. I'm not going to, like, run around Publix and, you know, do that stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. That's what my goals are like. And maybe start my own stream team or something like that. I don't know. I want to do more game shows. I want to do more shows, not just interviews. Interviews is sort of like my plan for now, but I want to do like Family Feud, you know, like VR Chat edition, or like Whose Line Is Anyway, or talent shows and stuff, you know.
What's his name? With the guy Genesis, I think his name is, something like that. He comes in randomly and invites people to come do his game shows. He's made like a bunch of game show worlds and he likes to run them.
Really?
But I don't think he streams or anything. He just sort of invites people in to come play. It's really fun.
Okay. VR Idol, yeah.
He's got oh yeah, VR Idol. I could talk about that a little bit if you want.
Yeah, sure. Let's hear about it.
The VR Idol started last year, and it's sort of like an offspring of what I was doing on VR Chat for 2 years. Well, just short of 2 years.
Okay.
Which was, I used to run talent shows. So after I got started in VR Chat, I decided to start running a talent show because I realized that what had actually happened was at a certain point, I was going to these talent shows and I didn't realize that there was all American time zone based. All of these talent shows started at like 1 or 2 a.m. my time. And at the time, I had my own place with my fiance at the time. And it was fine until the neighbors started to complain. And I was like, oh, shit. I can't really start playing guitar and singing at 1 a.m. That makes sense. Yeah, that's sensible. So I decided to make my own, a UK/EU time zone based. And then we carried on making that, and I joined a group called, at the time it was called the Star Collective. And now it's called Artifacts. And it's currently, as far as I'm aware, I was speaking with Johnny about it, he agrees, currently it is the largest group of VR Chat musicians. Anyway,
there you go.
The Discord has about 1,500 members.
Holy shit. You mean 1,500?
Yeah. And around 700 of those have got the musician role.
Jeez. Hey, do you think some of these musicians would come to this talk show and be on that stage over there?
Or? Hell yeah. I can definitely put in a word for you because I'm still I don't run any shows there anymore, but I'm still a member of staff there, so I can definitely just be like, hey, any of you want to come perform on this sound show? Come perform some songs for Rebel, sorry?
Yeah, or I'll get my own band, you know. I'll just be like every other real life talk show. I have my own band, you know.
you can have like your own version of Roots.
Yeah. I just like, hey, and you know, they'll just play music randomly throughout the interview if something funny happens or whatever, you know.
But yeah, Anyways, back to the main point. VR Idol became an offshoot of that. It was something I wanted to do because we'd be running talent shows where there was no competition there. It was just play. You just perform, do what you want. I wanted to have a competition mainly to sort of give back to these musicians because I've been on this game for a very long time and there's a lot of musicians on this game who no one knows about. No one's ever seen or heard them apart from the few people who hang around that circle. And I wanted to try and expose them as much as I could. So I created VR Idol, which was a talent contest where it was musicians only because I wanted to include dancers as well, but I feel like it's kind of impossible to judge a dancer versus a singer.
Yeah.
You know, it's apples and oranges. Like, they're both talents and they're both very talented, but we couldn't really have that. Anyways, last year, the cash prize, it was all raised through donations. And the cash prize managed to hit about $900.
Oh, nice.
And that was split 60% to the winner, and then it was 30% to second place and 10% to last place. Third place, sorry.
Okay.
But it lasted for about 6-7 weeks. And basically, we had 89 different musicians sign up. And by the time we hit the final, we had managed to narrow it down to 10 people. I would have loved to have done it all in one night, but 89 performers, each one wanting about 5 minutes. Like, no, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of people, dude. Did you feel like watching like American Idol or British Got Talent or anything like that? Did you feel like Simon Cowell or just like, you know, just listening like
I wasn't a judge. I was just organizing.
Oh, okay.
I actually got a bunch of people who were sort of like good musicians themselves but didn't want to take part. I got them to come and judge because I felt, you know, they have a right to say if someone's good or bad.
Okay.
And a lot of them have got experience as well. And I actually had some of my real life friends because I've been in quite a few bands in real life. And I decided I'd get a couple of them to come on because they don't play VR chat, so they're not going to have any bias towards anybody.
Yeah.
Which is a number one thing I wanted to eliminate from a competition like that. Because if there's a cash prize, I don't want somebody trying to just get the friend all the way to the end by being a judge and just being like, oh yeah, give them 10 points, go.
That's very true.
That would definitely be something that would happen.
Yeah, I feel... Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Okay. That was just awkward. But yeah,
don't worry about it.
By the time we had the final, we had a few smaller streamers come in and was helping stream it. I was streaming it as well. And No Logic David actually came in to dance for us at the final as well. Along with, I don't know if you know him, Genocide?
Oh, yeah. Genocide like, 2Gs, yeah.
Yeah. They both came and danced for the final as like a halftime show. It was really good. Really fun. But no, this year I decided to do it again because I wanted to do it a second year in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's a cash prize that's all grown from, you know, it's a cash prize that's all grown from donations, I can't really do it like weekly or monthly. It kind of has to be a once a year thing.
I getcha.
So this year it's currently happening and the final's tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
Of all days. Yeah. It's really good timing actually. But
there you go.
Yeah, we've just had 2 quarterfinals and then one semi-final, and we're down to 10 people right now. And honestly, it's such a tough competition. It is ridiculously tough. There's people on there that I've never seen before that I didn't think would make it this far. There's people on there that I thought would be in the final that have been knocked out, and there's more of the better musicians than I've ever seen before in one place.
That's incredible, man. You should feel happy, you know, feel pride that or proud.
I'm super happy about it.
That like you've basically helped organize like this event where you bring all these musicians together to be a part of a contest. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, you know, if some people don't win, then like it doesn't matter. Like you had a fun time and you literally are bringing the musicians together. Because when I like, for example, I remember back in the day, I used to go to like open mic night in the Great Pug, and I would quite often, almost every night, I meet at least like 1 or 2 people that were musicians, people that would play guitar or sing or something like that in a public lobby, and that was fun. And I never see that anymore, like very rarely, because of the Crashers. They're still around, but like open mic night is like busted. Like no one goes to that map because like the sound's broken in it. It's just a broken map now, so like
Yeah.
can't go there anymore. But the Pug is still, or the Black Cat has some people in it. I just find it really tough. And then I have to like go to Publix. I have to do it off stream. I have to like go in an alt account because this avatar, people try and steal it. So like, it's so many steps just to
Yeah.
like, oh, finally I can meet some random person who can sing or whatever. Like it's so many steps.
Yeah. I can't go into Publix anymore in my like default teddy bear avatar that I used to walk around in all the time.
Yeah.
My Galaxy Bear, as it's been coined now.
Okay.
I can't go into Publix in that avatar anymore because one, it's featured on a lot of like VR funny clips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And obviously, a lot of more people watch that than watch like most of my streams because I'm still pretty small. I'm starting to grow, but I've been growing way faster than I thought I would, if I'm honest with you. Like in the last 6 months, I've gone from 400 to 3,600 followers, which to me is an insane number.
Whoa,
Personally.
that actually is quite a lot, honestly. Like, what the heck?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's been blowing me away, like how ridiculous the support is on this game. For like, it's not even a case of like, I don't know. I think it's just everyone's really friendly on this game. It's a very interactive game.
Yeah.
And especially with other streamers. Like, streamers can hang out with other streamers, and both streamers benefit from that.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, when you stream VR chat, I mean, the objective is that you're chatting with other people. So at the end of the day, like, if one streamer is talking to another streamer, then, I mean, I think both people, like you said, are benefiting. Like, this is not like Call of Duty where, like, we're trying to, like, get 100 kills in the game or something, or a Battle Royale or something. Yeah. The objective here is whatever you make it out to be. And primarily what VR chat is a social game or social platform. So as long as you're hanging out with other people and just like having a good time, honestly, I think that's what streaming VR chat is about. Having a good time, having good vibes, and just chilling with other people. And that's honestly what it is.
The main content for me personally, is I like to go up to people and sing or play guitar. And I like to... sometimes I will just walk around Publix and I'll just sing to people just to see what the reaction is.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's something nowadays is not something that's seen as much.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, that is something that as a streamer I can capitalize on the fact that no one's like expecting someone to come along and like rip a guitar solo in the face anymore. You know?
Yeah. You have that
stick. Never see that anymore.
You have that stick where you can go up to people and talk to them and have fun and mess with them and go like on your guitar or sing and stuff like that. But I think that's something of interest you can do to your friends or random people in the game. And maybe you can find other musicians and start like a mini band or something. Like, I don't know how. I've never seen it really before.
There's too much latency.
Is that? Yeah, I was about to say.
Way too much latency.
Is there? Because I've always wondered. Like, I've seen people like play guitar and dance and stuff, but I've never seen like anybody like actually perform together. So like, is that just like not a thing?
I've managed it with, of all people, TFM Johnny actually the other week. And basically what it came down to, I wasn't streaming at the time because it sounded awful from my end.
Mm-hmm.
And all it came down to was I would play the guitar section and keep time with myself. Yeah. And for him, while he was streaming, he was singing along. And it sounded perfect, like we was duetting together. So like if I was singing a certain part, I could sing harmony with him. And obviously, I just have to keep time with myself and ignore him completely. On my end, it sounds horrible because he's way out of time with me. So I'm having to just keep time with myself. It is really awkward on my end. But to Johnny, he's just singing along with me and it sounds perfect to him.
Because I've always wondered, like in the back of my head, I was always just like, oh, it'd be really cool if like there was an actual band in like VR chat and like you had like the drummer, you had the guitar, you had the bass player, you had the singer, and then you just all like jamming out like a VR band. That would be dope, but it seems like in VR chat at least that's not possible. Maybe in other like social games, or if you made your own like Unity build or some shit, maybe it would happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, make your own like
Yeah.
VR little thing. Maybe it would work.
But
Better
the
latency.
only issue is anything like that over the internet is like music in particular is very sound like time sensitive.
Uh-huh.
And unless you like live basically next to somebody, if you've got a ping of like 15 milliseconds or more, you're out of time, and that's a problem when you're trying to play music with somebody. It's kind of impossible to do over the internet, really. Twitch things have actually managed to find a way to do it. The way they do it is the main streamer will sort of like have a you'll connect to the main streamer, and then when you sing your part, they'll hear it a couple of seconds after the fact, so that they can sync it up with the music, and then they can carry on singing along with it.
Okay.
So they intentionally desync in order to make it sound right on the other end. If that makes any sense.
Makes sense, yeah. I get you.
But you can't really do that on here.
Can you do it on Discord?
Nope. Discord, it does not work on Discord either. I've tried.
Oh man, my
I can
dreams
give you
are
a
crushed.
really easy example. Really easy example. If you just count in rhythm with 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., and then I count along with you, you'll hear how out of sync it is.
Okay.
So if you want to try doing that just now, just literally just count to 10. Make sure that you keep the same pace, and I'll count to 10 along with you when I hear you saying it.
Okay.
And you'll hear just how bad it actually is.
All right, let's test this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
4,
6,
5,
7,
7,
8, 9, 10.
9, 10. Yeah, I was in perfect sync with you on my end.
What is this? That's so bad. I understand what you're saying now, because like that's that little minuscule of like lag when if you're like trying to like be the drum or the bass or whatever, like it would just sound horrible. Like just hearing that, like out of sync, you would have to.
If you was just playing like the if you was like doing that, for instance, and someone started to sing along, it would sound really bad.
Oh no.
Like, they would be completely out of time with you. And that's the biggest problem with VR chat when it comes to music. But you can play it by yourself. And honestly, VR chat sound, I think, used to be a lot better in general.
Yeah.
Like VR chat sound in, like, for instance, open mic night used to sound amazing in there.
Yeah, it did.
Now, not so much.
Yeah, when they updated to the prioritization, whatever, fall off, whatever the hell they update, removed it, it fucked the whole world, so. And they never bothered to fix it because they don't care, so. Rip.
Yeah. It's weird, but. Oh, well.
I wonder.
Anyways, I've gone off on a really big tangent here. One of the points I was going to make about VR Idol, when it came to streaming it.
Yeah.
It fell this year on a really awkward time because some people were singing along with backing tracks, and the whole DMCA apocalypse happened on Twitch around that exact time.
Mm-hmm.
So people who were going to be there and be a big part of it. So Hazard was actually there for the last semi-final, and he streamed it, and I was surprised by that because I was just like, wow, that takes some balls. TFM Johnny, on the other hand, he was there as a judge, and he said that he's not going to stream it because he doesn't want to take a risk.
I don't blame him.
So it's all down to streamer preference right now. It's become a really, really awkward thing for us.
I mean, you could always local record it, I guess, but then it's not live, right? It's just like.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm streaming it because why not? You know.
Damn.
The rule's like, what is it? 3 strikes and you're out, basically. I haven't had any yet.
Yeah. The other thing about it though is if you are applying for a partner and then you get like a strike, it like fucks your whole thing up. Like it just you know.
Yeah.
So you have to have like 3 months of good behavior and then you can apply again. So it can really fuck people over. One of my friends, Iron Jew, He plays electric guitar or something. Anyway, he was playing like some song, and then he got a DMCA strike. Also, when he was also playing for a partner, so that he got declined partner, and then he
Oh,
also had to wait like 3 months to like before he can apply again. So he was pissed, and he has like like 200, 300 viewer average. So like he was gonna get
that's
it. So like it's so bad, like.
if I don't get that because if you're playing guitar yourself and singing, if you're not actually using any kind of backing track, they can't do anything to you because it falls under fair use. You're the one providing all that music.
Oh no, he listened to a lot of
You're
music.
not
Like,
using any pre-recorded
it
thing.
wasn't because he normally plays like occasionally, but it was because he was listening to like hard metal, like Metallica or some shit. Like I don't know.
Ah, okay, that makes sense then. Yeah.
Yeah. So it sucks. I feel bad for people because everyone's scared. Oh shit. I only
Oh, yeah.
listen to like lo-fi hip hop and like at like 2% volume. And it's just like for the dead air of my talk show, but I've been doing that for like a year, so I don't play any other music.
Yeah. So I'm quite lucky. I know a lot of local bands, and I still have a lot of their old albums. So I'm just like, okay, throw that on there. They can't do anything to it. Let's go.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, this means that anybody who's like a local band or musician or artist on like Spotify or like SoundCloud, you're not gonna have to worry about it, because they don't have the labels to make it copyright or whatever, so they can just listen to
Yeah, exactly.
some bangers.
And a lot of mine are just my friends because I've been around the music scene for a long time where I live.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you feel that this whole like delay thing also affects? I know you're a musician, but I think it would also affect dancers because I always wanted to see like two people dance and like.
Slightly. I've seen some dancers dance together. So, for instance, that night on VR Idol that I was talking about, where No Logic David and Genocide danced together.
Yeah.
I think David played the music and Genocide was dancing to the music that David was playing.
Uh-huh.
And you could actually physically see Genocide moving just a little bit slower than David.
Okay.
Like just reacting just a little bit later to the beats. So it does affect him a little bit, but like it still doesn't take away from the performance as much, I wouldn't say.
Well, what I mean, well, okay. What I'm trying to say here is like, you ever watch those like dance movies where like Step It Up or whatever, where, like everybody's doing the exact same dance, like they're dancing like synchronized.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's possible. Like it shouldn't matter about the music because you already listened to like 1,000 times practicing in front of a mirror, like just like in real life in a dance studio to synchronize yourself. So I wonder if like that's even possible in VR chat to like synchronize dancers. Like you would all know like to do this or whatever the hell the dance move is. Like you'd all already.
Yeah.
So I wonder if
maybe
if everyone knew the same dance moves like on the beat or whatever. I wonder if it would be synchronized or not.
I think it would still be very slightly out, but I don't think it'd be noticeable.
Okay.
You know?
Double avatar system. Yeah, I know that people can duplicate their avatar and have 5 of themselves, and that's what they do. I'm talking about actually humans, not just duplicating your avatar. So.
I think it would be possible. I think it'd just have a little bit of latency, personally.
Okay.
I think it would be very, very. I think it'd be noticeable if you was looking for it. But if you just saw like a group of people all dancing to the same song, doing the same moves, I don't think it'd take away from that performance.
Yeah. So, another question I have is about like DMCA and stuff like that. If you were to play like a copyrighted, like if you were playing the exact same strings for like for the Fire and Flames or whatever, by Dragon Force, would you actually get DMCA'd for that? Like you're playing it though, but you're playing exactly how they would. It's you.
So long as I'm playing it, and I'm not using any backing track to play along to, I would be fine.
Okay.
So the way that a copyright strike actually works is most of it, unless it's like, it'd be very, very rare, but most of it is done literally just by a bot listening.
Yeah.
And it will listen for the waveforms of a certain track. So if I'm using like an official Dragon Force backing track, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
for that track, it would be listening for those exact notes and those waveforms from that backing track, and then it would DMC and strike me for using that.
I get you.
But if I'm just playing without a backing track, it's absolutely fine. It doesn't sound like, even if I play exactly how the song is, it's still not going to sound like that. It's not going to be picked up by a bot.
Makes sense. I hope so, you know.
For instance, True Fire and Flames, like that, what is that section there? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to get picked up. Should be
Okay.
absolutely fine. Because there's no, like, drum beat behind it, there's no bass line behind it, which there is in the actual song, which is what it would be listening for, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know, it's just scary because I've heard of some musicians I've met were just like in VR chat, like, oh man, like, you know, I would play Linkin Park or something, but like, you know, I'm scared. Like, does that, okay, I'll give you an example. If I was to go to like the karaoke world in VR chat, which doesn't have the vocals, but it has like the tracks, that would be DMCA'd, right?
Yeah, for some of them, it depends on the actual track.
Okay.
So some karaoke tracks are official rips of songs that someone's just edited the vocals out of, or they're like a release of the song that a studio's put out that has the vocals not recorded on it yet.
Yeah.
And some karaoke tracks are just re-recordings of songs. And I think the re-recordings of songs, to a certain extent, you can kind of get away with, but you still don't have permission from the person who re-recorded the song to play the song, if that makes any sense.
I get you. I
And
wonder
obviously, if it's an actual studio rip, you're not allowed to at all.
Yeah. I wonder if you play like something like Just Dance, like not even related to VR chat, like if you're just listening like to playing the Just Dance song and you're just dancing, which did DMCH strike for playing Just Dance like
Yep.
2020?
Just Dance put out a statement themselves saying that the popular music that is in that game is not actually licensed to Just Dance for streaming or anything like that. It's just for home use.
Oh my god.
Just Dance themselves actually put out a statement stating that.
That's because they want to get sued. Ubisoft doesn't want to get sued. So.
Exactly. So some games, so for instance, I play WWE on my channel sometimes.
Yep.
Entrance music, etc. in WWE is okay because WWE own the licenses for those.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually WWE who own all those songs. They created those entrance themes, so they're fine. But
Okay.
stuff like Just Dance, where it's like an official song that exists outside of that realm completely,
Mm-hmm.
but they have licensed it just for use in that game, not allowed to be streamed.
Okay.
So a lot of rhythm games have been screwed over, basically, is what's happened.
Yeah, like Beat Saber, I can imagine get fucked over maybe.
Yep. Beat Saber's fine in the case of their default songs that are on there, should all be okay. But any custom songs, like the entire modding community is screwed if they want to try and stream, basically, is what's happened.
Yeah, unless, well, there are certain songs you can play, I think, or get around it. I've heard like if you play like K-pop or like weeb songs, then I guess you can get around it because it's only like American companies.
Depending on the label as well.
Yeah.
Because some labels are like shared with other American companies, and those American companies are going to be wanting some money. Because that's what it all boils down to, basically.
Yeah. Nintendo has strict rules. Yeah, Nintendo's always been having strict rules. You could even like, I remember like 10 years ago, if you streamed like, or not streamed, like made videos about like Super Mario, they would like they would like copyright strike your channel and shit. Like you get fucked. Same with like Pokemon. That was like years ago on YouTube. I don't know. Nintendo has always been like that. I don't know what's up with their deal. Other companies don't care as much for video games.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I remember playing like GTA 5, and I made videos about it like when it came out, like what 2012, 2013, and on the Xbox 360, and I recorded them and just played for the campaign, and then like I put them on YouTube, and then I would get a bunch of like copyright strikes. They're just like, it's because on the radio it would play like actual songs, right? So I would get strike for that. I was just like, what the fuck? So like, there are like, it's becoming more of a thing nowadays in like video games where it'll say like in the sound like remove licensed music. They do it in Fortnite. Like Fortnite, a lot of the dances are like copyrighted music. So if there's a setting where it says like turn off licensed music, and it'll like block all the copyright music from all the dancing and stuff.
There are some good avenues to go to if you want to have some music that you can listen to on stream. So, like Monster Cat, for instance.
Yep.
Monster Cat have a huge library of music. And they charge you, I think it's $5 a month, but that $5 a month gives you a license.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
That license basically means that you are allowed to use their music, any of the songs that they have. And they have a shit ton, for lack of a better phrase.
Yeah, I used to listen to the Monster Cat all the time. Not so much anymore. It's because it's mostly like EDM. I know there's like chill hop and chill step and all that stuff, but like, I don't know. Just when doing like a talk show, and then you just hear like some like hard bass, like the fucking back. I'm like, holy shit, what's going on in this talk show, dude? Just talking about fucking DMCA, fucking hard bass in the back.
One that's definitely not allowed to. One that definitely wouldn't suit you, but Herman Lee, the lead guitarist and one of the main members of the band Dragon Force.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a clip of him that's been circulating around. It's been circulating around for a while because he streams on Twitch as well.
Yeah.
And I actually shared it on my Twitter as well. And basically, what he said, the last 3 Dragon Force albums he's released off of his own back instead of actually going through a studio because they're not currently signed to a studio. So he said the last 3 Dragon Force albums, any streamer is allowed to use them without having to worry about any kind of DMCA strike.
Hell yeah! What a
flat out said
homie
himself. He flat out said in his own words, "Fuck those guys."
Damn.
Those were his actual words.
Interesting. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I love like the thing with me though is I love listening to music all the time, but for streaming I actually don't. It's only like lo-fi just for the talk show. You know, I remember like 2 years ago I would listen to like whatever the hell I was into, just like playing VR chat. I can't do that anymore. Sucks. So I wish I could just play where the hell I want. You know.
See, I'm quite lucky that I do play guitar because like a lot of my stuff, if I just want to chill out, I can just play my own chill out music and then I'm good to go.
I hear what you're saying. We'll start taking questions in the chat, by the way, if anyone has any questions for Slayer and I. Anybody at all? Yeah. And then if you want to perform at some point, like I guess like near the end of the show or after these questions, you're more than welcome to.
I'm always down to perform.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I was on Twitter.
My guitar's been sat on my lap this whole time, like my guitar's just been sat here this entire time.
I gotcha. The jam sessions are pretty awesome.
I like to see him playing some guitar.
Yeah, that's what they say, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I just did, but I don't know. What kind of stuff do you want to hear?
Favorite song?
Favorite song? That's really tough because I listen to a wide range of music. So I listen to like metal music, indie music, dubstep, literally you name it, I'll probably listen to it.
Country?
I listen to country music. I sing some country songs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, literally, I will play everything.
Awesome.
One of my favorite songs right now is probably Bloom by the Paper Kites.
Okay.
I sing it a lot on stream, and it's just a really chill song.
You ever write your own songs?
Yeah, I've been in multiple bands, actually.
Yeah, you said that earlier.
In fact, I used to play drums in a metal band at one point. And
hell yeah.
And then I played lead guitar for a band in Scotland, and I've actually got some tracks out on Spotify from that band.
Hell yeah,
As for my own music, not really. I don't really write my own stuff. I improvise a lot. So I just have like a few chord progressions that I like to go to, and I'll just sing about whatever's happening in the room, I guess.
When you're learning a song, do you read the notes or you just play it by ear?
See, let me think. That's a tough one. Like, I never learn a solo, but like if I'm learning a song or like quickly going through a song, I'll look at the chords and I'll just play the chords and I'll just sight read it as I go.
Okay.
So if I've heard it, like my general rule of thumb is if I've heard a song more than once, I can probably play the song.
Okay.
Because that's just how I am, and I can like depending on the key, I can instantly just sort of like say, okay, that's what D minor, so that's I can just pick a solo from that key. It's really easy for me. But
Yeah.
that's because I've been playing guitar for 15 years.
Yeah, there you go. My dad, he never played like any instruments, but he could learn anything from ear. Like he'll just like listen to a song and then like just be in front of a piano and just like play it. I was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I don't even know how like what these notes mean. He's like, I don't even know. You just like listen to a song. You're like, I'm like, what? Like how? Like what the? I was like,
yeah, I can do that with some songs. I think that's how I learned Megalovania, actually.
oh hell
I was just
yeah.
listening to it one day and like I just slowly deconstructed it. It was like blah blah blah. Just sort of carried on from there. Like it's I can play some songs by ear, but I prefer to sort of just look at the chords for a song and then figure it all out from there.
I get you.
You know? Let me have a look. Oh, you've got a few questions in chat from the. Jeez.
Can you do a spice song? How many instruments do you play? Learning chords is easier. What other instruments would he rather play besides, excuse me, guitar?
How many instruments can I play? Is a good one. I think I play guitar, bass, which kind of is the same thing.
Yeah.
To an extent, like there's different techniques and stuff for bass than there is guitar. Violin a little bit, drums a hell of a lot. I actually still think I'm better at drums than I am at guitar, but that's just a personal preference, I guess.
Okay.
Can't play drums anymore because of where I live and yeah, stuff.
It's very loud.
Awkward. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. You bet your ass it is. Like, even with an electric drum kit, everyone can just hear tapping, really loud tapping. Like really rhythmic but loud tapping. It's not nice to listen to. And but yeah, drums, guitar, bass, a little bit of violin. I played the bagpipes once, trumpet, saxophone. I can literally just play Careless Whisper, but that counts.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that's about it. There is a few, probably about 7 or 8. I probably missed a couple that I can't really think of, but yeah.
Okay. Quite the musician, man. I can't do anything, man.
Yeah. Oh, ukulele. Ukulele. Forgot about that one.
Oh, ukulele. Hell yeah, dude. I feel like everyone can play ukulele. It's like, you know?
It's super easy.
That's what I'm saying.
Super easy.
Maybe I'll play ukulele. Maybe that'd be the one instrument I play.
As for a spice song, I don't know what you mean by a spice song. I think he means like a comedy song.
Spicy. I don't know.
Yeah. Spicy. Like... Ole.
There you go.
What do you classify as spicy? I don't
know. I don't know. How long have you been a musician for?
Since I was 11, which makes it 15 years now. I'm 26 right now.
Oh, I'm 25, man. I already feel like a boomer.
Oh, believe me, I know that feeling. On VR chat, our age is definitely boomer age. I've noticed that in a lot of lobbies.
Oh, God. Why'd you have to say it now? Now I'm going to be so conscious, man. Every time I talk to somebody, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'm 18. Oh, man, I'm born in 2002. I'm like, holy shit, dude. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is.
Oh, my God. 2002's 18 now?
Yeah.
Jesus. Jeez.
Imagine being born.
Ooh.
Imagine being born after the year 2000, dude.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah.
I was born in 1994.
1995. Let's
Feels
go.
like a life. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Dude,
It's
so
kinda
many
used to
things
be.
happen, dude. The internet and shit, fucking VHS players,
Oh yeah.
and DVDs and CD players, and oh my god, Walkmans and stuff, dude, and
Oh yeah.
TV and late night shows, movies.
I remember as a kid, and I don't know why. Every time I get nostalgic, one of the things I always remember was taking VHS tapes and taking like an old biro pen and using that to rewind it for some reason, or like get the tape back inside of it because my brother would always pull the tape out of the actual VHS tape,
Oh no.
so I had to like wind it all back in.
Yeah.
Oh, those things were terrible.
They were absolutely terrible. And then like CDs were okay for a long while, and then Blu-rays
Yeah.
and I mean,
And
now
now
it's
we've
just
got
everything.
Netflix.
Yeah, now it's just digital. Like fuck anything physical at this point. Like Blockbuster, dude, that was like the shit back in the day. You go to Blockbuster to get a movie or a game. You rent a game for like 3 days. Or
Yeah.
movie. You used to go
Jeez.
to the store to rent a movie. Like what the fuck? That's not even, that's a foreign concept now. Like now you just go to Netflix.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
I used to. I remember my dad had a BlackBerry. BlackBerry used to be the shit back in the day. Or
I always wanted a BlackBerry.
or
I used to have kids in. I remember when the iPhone first came out, and there was that one kid at school that had it, and everyone was just, oh my god, like worshipping the ground he walked on, because this kid had an iPhone, and it was like magic.
yeah, because it was
There was
touchscreen.
rumors going. Yeah, there was rumors going around my school where it was just like, have you seen his phone? It makes holograms. And I'm just like, I don't think it does. I wish.
Or the other thing I'm trying to think of, a pager. Pagers used to
Oh
be a
god.
thing. My dad used to have a pager.
Uh huh. Oh god.
I don't think anyone even remembers what a pager is. Like if you're born after the year 2000, I don't think kids will even know what a pager. Like what is that? Is that a cell phone?
Yeah. And I remember having conversations on the phone, on my house phone,
Mm-hmm.
and people downstairs could like also pick up the house phone and listen in. You was
Still could
never
do that.
alone. It was horrible.
I still could do that right now. Because I still have house phone.
Horrible.
But yeah.
We used to have house phones with big curly cables as well. Like there wasn't wireless like they are now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oof.
I remember to use the internet, you had to unplug your phone and then plug your phone line into the computer. And that's how you used it.
Yeah.
And you hear like fucking whatever.
Yeah,
Like
the old
shitty.
the old DSL sound.
Oh my god.
That's beautiful.
Takes me back.
I
man.
remember. I remember we used to try and use the internet, and then if someone took a phone call, it all died. And we were
Yeah.
just yelling at them, "Get off the fucking phone! We're
Yeah.
trying to use the internet."
Or like it would take like 5 minutes
I've
to
been
load a
waiting.
page, or like the page would load so
Yeah.
slowly it would load like this, like an image, like a JPEG, like just like a dog.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like
yay!
crazy.
I did it! Oh man.
See, internet porn was not a thing back then. You'd be long finished by the time the first image gets actually to the nipples, you know?
Exactly. Or like you have that like one kid who had like a floppy disk. He's like, I got some titties on here, and you just plug in the floppy disk. It's like one picture.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking video, and it's like at 2 FPS. You're like, oh, what the fuck am I watching, dude?
But at the same time, back then you're just like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Oh, it's so good, dude. Oh my god. Or like you would, or old MSN. Holy shit.
MSN Messenger was the best messaging service, bar none.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it was beautiful. I loved it. I loved everything about MSN. It was so good. And then when it got replaced with Skype, I just got annoyed because I always hated Skype. I thought it was really bad.
Yeah, same. I feel like MSN was. I remember as a kid in my public school, I remember borrowing my brother's webcam. It was like a fucking shitty ass like 240p webcam, and and my friend and I would get on webcam, and we would just like, oh look, I can see you and you can see me, like, oh shit, and like it was like fucking like 5 FPS, and the mic was like dog shit. It was like some fucking McDonald's
Yeah.
mic.
Oh my god.
But that's how it was, you know, back in the day.
I remember that before YouTube, like most videos were on like Ebium's World and stuff like that. I can't remember how to pronounce it properly, but it was like Ebium's World or something like that. It was a website you'd go to watch funny videos.
Oh,
Like before YouTube existed.
Okay, before YouTube, I remember browsing the internet with my brother all the time. And before YouTube, we watched a site. I think it still exists. Maybe it's dead now. But years and years ago, before I found out about YouTube, it was called stupidvideos.com or something. And it always had the
Yeah.
same intro of like this like TV with like the bunny ears, and then it had like static, and it always go like stupid videos, and then it'll just be like some like 10-second long video that'll take like 5 minutes to load because the internet's shit, and it'd be like 240p, but it'll just be like some dumb commercial. It'll just be like a penguin slapping another penguin, and they'll fall in the water or something
I used
stupid
to
like
watch
that.
those, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to watch those. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
those stupid videos,
Yes.
and it would show like really stupid commercials. Like there's a commercial where like this guy's like in a phone booth and he's talking, and then like this dog keeps barking, it's annoying him, and then he just like walks out this phone booth and just fucking football kicks the fucking dog to space. I'm just like, it's like stupid videos. I was like, what the fuck?
See, my dad used to my dad used to like build and maintain PCs back then. Like he
Yeah.
owned a PC business. And we was actually in our attic the other day trying to like he was like trying to clear it out because we've got to do some clearing out. And
Mhm.
it had this old PC in there. I
Mhm.
was like, what the hell's in this thing? And I opened it up and there was like I think I think it was like a 100 and something megabyte hard drive, and I was just like, oh my fucking god.
Holy
Jesus.
shit, dude, that's next level, bro.
I was looking at it just like this thing. I couldn't even download a single video onto this. Like, what is this?
I mean,
And he actually, for fun, he built up one of these PCs in my room with like a spare monitor that I had,
mhm.
and it was still running Windows 98.
Oh yeah, man. I
I
remember
was like,
Windows
oh my
95
god, yes.
even. Holy
Yeah.
shit. I remember the old like green grass and blue sky, like thingamajiggy and everything. I remember I
I
remember the
remember
old
just thinking about a Microsoft Paint. That's all I
same,
used to
yeah.
do.
When the internet would shut off because there's a storm, and it was like, oh well, there's no internet. I guess I'll just dick around and paint. But like the one thing you gotta realize is that like Word documents were like, you know, they're like nothing in file size. So like you would have a lot of like the whole point of a computer was to text, like to write up reports and documents. You weren't really
Yeah.
playing video games, you know, back in the early like 90s. So that's what was Minesweeper or Solitaire.
Okay.
Uh,
I remember when Windows XP first came out, because I was on Windows 2000 for a while before then, and I went to Windows XP and I was
mhm.
like, oh, I can go play some Solitaire, and then I looked in the games and it was like Spider Solitaire. I was like, oh, that sounds awesome. I was like blown away just by the word spider in front of the game. I was like, oh my god.
I think I was spoiled as a kid because when I grew up, when I was like 5, 6, it's when like StarCraft came out. StarCraft 1, Warcraft 3, all these
Yeah.
like Half-Life. Like holy shit. When I play these games, I was like, oh my god, this is like next level. Like I was like, whoa, like. And
Uh-huh.
then StarCraft is still like super popular in like Korea and stuff now. Like I don't know nowadays, but back when I was in high school, like 8 years ago, it was really really popular, way more than StarCraft 2. So
Uh-huh.
so there's a lot of these
I
a lot of
only
these
had
good
a
games.
PS1 back then.
Oh
For
shit!
gaming, I had a PS1.
Hell yeah! Don't
And
underestimate the PS1.
we had one of those ones where it was like modified so you could play like fake games and stuff on it, and there was always that one guy who had like a collection of every game under the sun, but none of them were official copies. Like there was just all fakes that someone would make and sell for super cheap.
Oh, You talking about like it would be like a Bandicoot, but it'd be like a fucking bootleg, like shitty version of it or something. Is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What the
No,
fuck?
no, no,
I never
it was, no,
played
it was
those,
like
but I heard about them.
no, it was like the actual game of Crash Bandicoot, but it wasn't an actual. It wasn't like the actual game disc. So when it basically just made a copy of the game, and you buy
Oh,
the copy of them. So the game disc would just be like a generic looking like CD-ROM disc that just had the
oh,
words Crash Bandicoot written on
they
it with a
they CD burned it. I remember burning was a thing.
Sharpie. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see what you mean. Yeah,
There was a shit ton of those.
yeah. I remember burning CDs. I don't know what I did, but I remember doing it, or my brother did, or something. I thought that was like, I was like, what the fuck? Because like nowadays you can just copy and paste fucking shit on USB and like that's you're donezo. Like it's easy.
Yeah,
But back
exactly.
then you had to like put in one CD and then you had to put another in. You fucking burn shit and it'd take like an hour and you're like, hey, or like you do it to like movies. No, that's what it was. It wasn't games. We did it to movies because we would just be like, oh, now you go to Blockbuster and then you take a movie and you just burn it. You get
Yeah.
a forever copy or whatever movie. There you go.
We had a. At one point, my uncle had one of those like weird VHS players that
Yeah.
would automatically burn it to a DVD for you if you press the button. So you could actually convert your VHS tapes into DVDs because it was apparently better.
Oh.
It made no difference whatsoever to the quality. It was exactly the same.
Interesting. Yeah, like I remember when my dad bought his computer or something, it came with Doom. Like that was like the selling point. It came with
Oh
Doom
my god,
1.
Doom was amazing.
Yeah, and my dad has never played video games in his entire life, but the one thing he always remembers when I talk about video games, he's like, "Yeah, I used to play Doom with your grandfather. We booted it up and we thought it was like the most like coolest thing ever." I was like, "What?"
The first real PC game I ever played was Quake 2.
Oh hell yeah.
And I used to play that online, and it was amazing. It was so fucking good. It was like, wasn't that like Quake 2? Wasn't that the first game that introduced rocket jumping? Because I remember doing that a hell of a lot as a kid, just going around these games. Oh,
Those
back
are
before. Back in the
dudes.
days before voice chat was in games as well, so you couldn't
Yeah.
hear some 12-year-old talking about how they just had sex with your mum, you know?
Listen, dude. My first
Oh, it
real
was easy
my first real experience of like voice chat was Counter Strike 1.6.
Oof.
Yeah, just like, hey,
Ooh,
what's going on?
Counter-Strike.
Oh, hey guys, what's going on? You just got old noob. It's like, shut the fuck up, kid. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I'm just like, yeah, good times. Real nostalgic. This is nostalgic gamer hours, dude.
Exactly. Oh, man.
All right. Well, we've been going for over an hour. I think it's time if you still want to play something, and then we'll end the
Sure.
stream, and then we'll raid somebody, whoever you want.
Can do, yeah.
All right.
I already have a tag in mind. You probably know her. Ali Monty? Fairly sure you know her?
Ali Monty.
Everybody.
Oh, Mally Monty. Oh, yeah. I know her. Yeah, of course.
Ali Monty. It's
Ali.
her birthday today.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll raid her.
Oh, yeah. So let's, I'll sing a couple if that's okay with you.
Sure.
I feel like I should do a comedy one and then maybe a serious one to finish.
Okay.
Maybe I could do 3. I don't know. I feel like.
Hold
I
on. I'm
should
not
do
gonna
some
talk.
shredding as well,
I'm
'cause
just gonna mute myself, and then you can play.
That works for me. Made love to you all night long. Then I got up to write you a song. I watched you sleep and I fell in love. You must have been sent from heaven above. Didn't think you could ever do no wrong. And then First I thought that it was kinda cute. I suppressed a smile when I heard your girly poot poots. Then the smell came wafting by, brought a little teardrop to my eye. Think that I'll go sleep out on the couch. Oh God, you farted. You can make milk curdle, make your skin crawl, make the paint peel from off of the walls. Don't wanna sleep under those covers no more since the hot winds blew from out your back door. Well, baby, it sure has been a gas, but something's up and died inside your ass. But sure as hell as my name is Adzy, it's about time that I got nasty. Get ready for the magic I'm about to pass. I think I just shit my pants. Let's see another fast one. I don't know. Let's do a nice soft one. That's a legitimate song, shall we? So this is a Bloom. I want to say it's actually my favourite song right now. It also happens to be the only song I do finger picking in. Fill my lungs with sweetness, and you fill my head with you. Should I write it in a letter? Should I try and get it down? Oh, you fill my head with pieces of a song I can't get out. Can I be close to you? Ooh, ooh. Can I be close to you? Ooh, ooh. Can I take you to a morning where the trees are painted gold? And the trees are filled with memories of the feelings never told. When the evening pulls the sun down and the day is almost through, oh, the whole world it is sleeping, but my world is you. Can I be close to you? Ooh, ooh. 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 Oh. I apologise if my voice is a bit rough. It is like 1:15 in the morning here.
That was great, man. Thank you so much. I think it's like the first time someone actually performed on my talk show.
Wow. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do some just aimless shredding now, just because I need to get that out of my system. I'll tell you what, I'll just play the Crazy Train solo because I like playing that, and it's quick, so we don't have to waste too much time with just shredding. Quiet, let me turn that up. There you go.
Yeah, man. There you go. That was awesome. Thank you so much. Jamming out.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to put the camera back on you. And if you want to shout yourself out, any future projects, like you said, tomorrow's like the finals for the contest. So if you want to advertise that or anything else, your channel, then this is the time to do so.
Well, yeah. So VR Idol finals are tomorrow on my channel. It's about I start my stream at 6 p.m. but I think it doesn't start until 8 p.m. So 8 p.m. BST, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, about 12 p.m. Pacific Time, I believe, is the different time zones. And yeah, that's about it. I stream VR chat a lot over at twitch.tv/AdzySlayer. I'm also working on a WWE VR chat league, which I've made a bunch of VR chat personalities on. The current champion being Lolofon, by the way. I don't know if you've seen that on my Twitter, but he's
Dude, he's looking pretty swole. I saw it.
I made him, what is it, 7'4" and 640 pounds of pure muscle.
Yeah,
so
I saw it.
Accurate to real life Lolofon. Of course.
Absolutely. He's that swole IRL.
Yeah.
100%. I believe it.
But yeah, thank you very much for having me, Rebel.
Well, thank you so much. Again, this is AdzySlayer, so thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully tomorrow the contest goes well. I'm rooting for the contestants for that. Again, I'm your host, That One Rebel. This is my talk show, Late Night with Rebel. If you haven't already, hit that follow button down there. I don't remember, somewhere down there. And I think tomorrow I might have another interview, or Sunday, so we'll have to see. And we're gonna go raid Lamani, so that's gonna be we're gonna go do that. So again, thank you so much. Before you go, we'll take a photo, and yeah. All right, let me